Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Jagdpanzer E100. It's a tier 10 German tank destroyer. It's located on the eastbourne of Airfield and it's under the command of ProvoBob. Now Bob's going to be playing two premium, well not premium, this is a standard tech tree tank destroyer. No, he's going to be playing two tank destroyers in this video, starting out with the Jaeger. Now this is really, well, it's the tier 10 German tank destroyer with a fearsome 17cm gun, which was actually originally an Arty gun. Yep, it was designed by Krupp as an Arty gun, and they were going to place it, or try to place it, on the E100 chassis, but the engineers realised when they tried to fit such a massive gun onto this tank that it wouldn't be able to move very much. It wouldn't be able to move in a turret, so they'd have to make it a fixed place gun, otherwise it just wouldn't work. So they did try to squeeze it in, and it's got a huge amount of damage. It'll do 1050 alpha if it can penetrate 299mm of armor with standard rounds, and with the heat rounds it'll go through 420mm, so there's not a lot that it cannot penetrate. With the HE rounds, well, then it acts almost like an Arty, 1400 hit points, and will penetrate 85mm of armor, which is still a substantial amount of armor. If you catch somebody unawares, yeah, you're going to do a lot of damage to them. Now, the Jaeger is fearsome because of the armor. It's very, very difficult to take down. And the gun, of course, can overmatch the armor on enemy tanks. It's got a very high hit pool as well. 2,200 hit points. Is it 2,000? Actually, he's gone up. He's got 2,380. I think he must have that alternate configuration, or he's got the hardening in order to increase his hit points. It's down in the book as 2,200 health. And his first victim's turned up. It's an Object 268. And he's out the game with just one shot, 1,950 hit points of damage. And he's blocked a shot already. Although he did take some damage from the 268. The next target is going to be that IS-4, I think, unless he gets back into cover. Now, one of the bad things about the Jaeger is the reload time. It's horrendous. It's nearly 25 seconds. He's got his second kill, an IS-3 too. This time he only got 178 hit points though. Yeah, it's got a very long reload. ProvoBob's got it down to 21.32 seconds, but he's only shaved 4 seconds off the reload overall. But it's this ability to bully the enemy and just literally wipe them out if they're not careful. Takes a blocked a shot there from a Death Star. 1,750. And the next shot kills the IS-4. Sorry, I'm actually in the free cell. Oh, and he gets hit by the enemy Arty. 350 hit points. No, it's not going to slow him down much. And there's not many enemy tanks who want to get in front of him with that gun, because he will literally rip them apart. That's why you never want to get in front of a Jaeger if you can help it. Okay, we've got an enemy tank round the corner. I think if you turn to the left, yep, you've got an AMX-50B. He's about to die. Hello. Well, he didn't get a kill shot, but he did do a lot of damage, and unfortunately he took 2 rounds from a CS-63 and a Jagdpanzer E100, and he's out the game. He exposed the weak side, which of course are the sides of the compartments at the rear. So I'm afraid ProvoBob's game is over, but he did pick up 4,000 hit points of damage during his brief moment in the game, and he got 2 ammo racks on the enemy. And the Jagdpanzer E100's dead. There's only 5 enemies remaining now. I think you can see the weak side of the Jaeger is basically the sides or the rear. There's a pair of doors at the rear you can shoot into. But yes, you don't really want to expose your sides if you can help it. Yep, the action's continuing, but we're continuing to watch the Jaegeru's hull. Yeah, our teammates are streaming into enemy territory now, and this game is going to be over fairly soon, I would say. In fact, we're now in the enemy cap area. 4 left. 3 left. That was the Death Star just died. 2 left. They just killed the enemy Arty. The last remaining 2 are Tortoise. And the Object 430 just crashed over the edge of the cliff to die. I think he did that on purpose. Which just leaves the Tortoise. And he's down in the south of the map. And everyone's congregating to finish him off. And that's it. Game over. So that was a pretty fast game. And, well, ProvoBob didn't last very long, but he did do a lot of damage while he was alive. Let's have a look at the second game. And the second replay is in the E25. We're on the highway map on the southwest spawn. Game on. Well, as you know, the E25's got a 75mm gun. It's part of the Entwicklung series, the standardised tanks created by the Germans to make them easier to produce more than anything, not to make them more OP. And he's racing up into the field area as fast as he can go. Top speed in this tank destroyer is 65 kilometers an hour. It's got very good camo, it's got a wicked rate of fire. Standard reloads normally 2.88 or is it 2.98 seconds per shot, but he's got it down to 2.55, and it can be really deadly to enemy tanks when he finds them. And he's found a couple. An M4 FL10 gets one shot into straight away, and another one, and another one. It's so deadly, this. He blind fired that one in, and he did get a hit. He's auto aimed onto the easy 8. Yep. I don't think the enemy tanks up on the near their spawn point, their cap area, can actually see him. Not only is he actually nicely camouflaged behind that bush, but he's so far away from the enemy, I don't think they can actually spot him. I don't think they had any light tanks out looking for him. That LTG should have gone down near the river if he was going to spot the enemy team. And unfortunately he didn't, which means of course now that the team is very vulnerable. Trying to get a shot on the LTG. No, a little too late. The gun's very good shooting. Ah, that's better. You need to leave it just a little. That's it. Getting good hits on target now. No, that one went behind, but the LTG's down. So they've lost their spotter. And I think these guys over here are going to get swamped because we're just going to come in from all angles, and that's it, they're all gone. So now's the moment for ProvoBob and the rest of the team to head to the enemy cap area and start tearing them apart. You can see the enemy Arty are firing in this direction. There's the SU-100M1. Now at this range, the 75mm gun can penetrate. He switched to the premium ammo. Oh! He's actually hitting the tracks. That's better. He's gone through the armor there. If he can get one in the front of the vehicle, he might get an engine damage, and that might slow that guy down. Now firing blind. I think that was a hit actually, because we didn't see any dust kicked up at all. That looked like a hit as well. Hellcat's gone into the bushes, but it's not going to help him. Go to the standard ammo, and he gets a kill. He's still on the premium ammo. It's going to cost him a bit at the end of the game. I'd race over there as quickly as you can to find the enemy tank destroyers and the not tank destroyers, they're Arty actually, because their Arty's still alive. They've still got 3 of them. Now this tank destroyer was supposed to be the replacement for the Hex Zone in many ways, because it's very flat. So it only stands about man height, that's including the turrets on the top of the vehicle. So it could literally hide beneath hedges, and it's very quick as well to move about. So in fact, it's still got the Shadowplay suspension, the overlapping road wheels, which is surprising really, but I suppose they liked it because it added protection to the vehicle, because the road wheels would then protect the hull. There was no way of getting a shot through easily to actually damage the enemy. And the SU-100 is down. Oh, goes over the railway wagons, and he's found the enemy Arty. There's two of them. Okay, he's going for the M12 first. 1, 2, and kill shot. Yes, got him. Oh, got stunned by the enemy. In fact, that was the M44, so I think the enemy M44 has moved towards the town. And the SU-100 just got hit by the Arty. Okay, so he's kind of stunned at the moment, but let our 131 get the kill, and now he just needs to drive and find the remaining enemy Arty. There's one of them, he's over in the corner. Just over this rise. There he is. Go for it. That's a Pascucci's if you can get him. And he does. Now the KV2 is right at the other end of the road. Can you get a shot? Before we can, the cap has been capped out. Oh dear. Somebody wasn't watching what was going on, and they've ended the battle prematurely, but it is a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for both games. Here's the end of battle results in the first game. In the Jaeger, ProvoBob managed to get a second-class tanker. He got a demolition expert because he blew up an enemy tank. In fact, he blew up 2 enemy tanks in this game, the IS-4 and the 268. And he also got a Reaper badge because he actually took out those enemy tanks with 1 shot each consecutively. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. And his win rate from the battle was 4,758, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score and see where he stood. When it came to damage, he actually did the most damage in the game, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't pick up a high caliber. 4,195 hit points, 3,764 to the Progetto, and the next high score after that was the Object 140, who got 2,466. When it came to kills, he shared the top spot with the Progetto 65, the AMX30 and the TVP, all got 3 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, he was actually in 3rd place, because the high score was the Progetto 903, 889 to the T55A, and 883 to Jaeger to ProvoBob. He fired only 4 rounds, got 4 direct hits, 4 penetrations on the enemy. This gun is a monster when it comes to penetrating enemy tanks. Armour really doesn't worry it. 4,195 hit points of damage, all of it done at close range. He received 9 hits from the enemy. Only 5 of those actually penetrated, but most of those were using heat rounds as well. And 3 non-penetrations, 1 hit by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty. 440 hit points of damage blocked by armour. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 4 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 164 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 55,230 credits, but after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually made a loss of 19,752 credits. 55 bonds earned from the battle. It was for his achievements, 7 for this being a tier 10 game, took away 62 bonds altogether. 1,324 XP and no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. So a very fine victory in terms of the fact he did so much damage so quickly, the enemy never recovered, and shortly after he was wiped out, the enemy fell as well. Let's have a look at the second game. That was in the E25. He got a 3rd class tanker in this one, a fire for effect again. He got a Pascucci's medal for killing 2 enemy Arty. And he also got a win rate of 2,873, which is Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team scores again. And in this one, he did get the highest damage on his team, but not the highest damage overall. The SU-100 on the enemy team got 2,016 hit points. So he got the most damage, but he didn't pick up a high caliber. The second highest damage went to ProvoBob with 1,599. And the third highest damage in the game went to the VK3601H, who got 1,366 hit points and a steel wall from that game. When it came to the number of kills, he had the joint top with the SU-100 on his own team. Both had 3 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, he had the highest with 780, 683 to the VK3601H, and 669 to the Type 62. He fired 29 rounds in this game, got 18 direct hits and 13 penetrations, damage of 1,599 hit points, of which 1,195 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit from the enemy, it was a penetration, and 2 hits by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 710 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 51,071 credits from the game, but after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and he did fire a lot of premium ammo in this game. He could have switched to standard ammo and still got the same pen, but unfortunately, he lost 13,285 credits from this game. 1,170 XP, 234 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 1,404 experience points altogether. So another game where he's come out on top and done rather well, although, making losses when he could have switched ammo back quite easily. He could have switched to the standard ammo and still taken out those Arty, because they really didn't need premium ammo, but I think he just wanted to make sure that they were dead. So I hope you enjoyed both those replays. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.